Hi there, this is Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts, and this is a quick unboxing and first impressions video of the Samsung Q1 Ultra. This is a UMPC, an ultra mobile PC. This is not Samsung's first effort, so we're going to unbox it and see how they did with this unit. For those that aren't familiar with the specifications, this particular unit has an 800 megahertz CPU. It has a 7-inch widescreen LCD screen. It has 1 gigabyte of DDR5 53 memory, a 40 gig hard drive at 4200 RPM, and an 802.11g wireless. So here is the actual unit. It's definitely small. This is the very first time I've actually taken a look at it, of course, so these are my genuine first impressions. I guess I'll turn it right side up. Interesting. Definitely got a nice size to it. It feels quite light at the moment, but this large chunk is, of course, where the battery is probably going to go. So we'll just set that aside for right now and see what else is in the box. Trying to get it unpacked here. Alright, so there's a little box here. This is a bit of a chaotic unboxing because this is probably one of the larger things I've actually unboxed. So what we have here is the battery. Let's take a quick peek at that. So it is a, let me see here, a 4,000 milliamp battery. So it's actually a fairly sizable battery for a mobile device or even a laptop. I've had some laptops that aren't that big in terms of battery capacity. So this should just sort of snap on here, I'm assuming, unless of course I'm getting it wrong. So this is definitely an interesting approach to the battery. It doesn't seem like it's really very easy to get on, so I might actually have to explore that a little bit later. Let me just try one more time here. Well, I don't want to force anything, and I certainly don't want to break this device because it's on loan to me from Microsoft. So we will just set that aside for now. We have an AC power adapter here, along with a cable. Now, one thing I'll definitely say that doesn't impress me right off the bat is that it's always such a shame, you know, when you have a device that's designed to be extremely portable, extremely mobile, and then you end up with a big clunky, you know, power recharger. That this is something that you'd expect to see, you know, with a 15-inch notebook, not something that you would expect to see with a highly mobile device. I definitely think Samsung should have put some more effort into making this just simply a smaller power supply. And it looks like the connector is, well, it looks relatively standard, but of course this is probably going to be something that only works with this device because that's what these manufacturers tend to do, unfortunately. We have a brief guide here, and then looks like we have some software, media, and a system recovery disk. Now, this unit does actually run Windows Vista. You can see there's actually a little Windows Vista logo. Now, it just says Windows Vista on it. It doesn't actually say certified for Vista, so I'm not entirely sure what the implications of that are, although I have been told that this particular unit will actually run a full version of Aero, so that's always interesting to know. In terms of the hardware, looks like we have a USB port up top here. We have a headphone jack. There is, I believe, a memory card slot here, unless I'm mistaken, although I'm not 100% sure. It's not actually labeled. Over up on the top here, we have a hardware menu button. On the side here, we have the keyboard, the basic interface, left and right. I'm assuming this is going to be left and right mouse clicks. Down at the bottom here, we actually have a headphone jack. A microphone input, and I believe I'm seeing 2 of them here, so that's probably going to be multiple inputs for echo cancellation. Down at the bottom here, I have a stylus. That's a little bit difficult to get out, so this is actually, I guess, a touchscreen device. That'll show you how little I actually knew about it when I first unboxed it. I did not actually realize that it had a touch screen. I thought that it was actually all driven by the keyboard input here. Just as a way, in terms of a background, I've always been interested in UMPCs, but the price point and the sort of battery life just never really appealed to me. So I sort of would always take a look at them and then kind of skip over and think, well, I'll try the next generation. So I was really intrigued when Microsoft offered to send me this unit to take a look at, because I wanted to actually get some hands-on time with it. Over on the side here, we have a power button and a hold button. So when the power button is put into hold mode, obviously everything else is going to be locked out. And then there's a little button here with sort of squiggly lines. I'm not actually entirely sure what that does. I'll have to look into it. And unless I'm mistaken, this is a lanyard loop. Now, this would be a pretty large thing to put on a lanyard, although maybe if you're really into big dangly jewelry like Flavor Flav is, you might actually appreciate that. There is this looks like this is a kickstand of some sort, although I'm not entirely sure. Ah, there we go. So as you can see, the stand actually just extends out the back, and then you can of course set the device down and use it for watching videos or interacting with it. That's actually a pretty good angle for the screen to be at, so good job on that. I'm seeing a couple of other things here. Oh, look at that. I'm seeing a lock and an unlock on the battery. So maybe if I put this all the way over to unlock, I will have more success getting the battery put on here. Maybe if I do this first and then this second. Interesting. Well, the battery looks like it's on there. It looks like it is completely flush. It's interesting though, there was no sort of satisfying click to put the battery on, so that's why I wasn't sure if that was actually what I was supposed to be doing. Samsung might want to work on that design a little bit, but at any rate, it looks like it works pretty well. So that is the unboxing, and again, I'm not going to power this up just yet. I'm going to sort of charge up the battery, take a look at it, and come back with a bit more in the way of details and the actual functionality of the unit. So once again, this is Jason Dunn from Digital Home Thoughts. Thanks for watching this unboxing.